PSG were without Salvatore Sirigu, Marco Verratti and David Beckham for this match against Valenciennes after last week's post-match fireworks against Evian. Vincent Aboubakar was invited to shoot on 17 minutes. His shot was saved by stand-in goalkeeper Nicolas Duchesne, but Gaël Danik was on hand to poke home the rebound. PSG won the reverse fixture 4-0 in December. This one wasn't going to plan for Carlo Ancelotti's side. On the stroke of half-time, PSG captain Thiago Silva was given his marching orders for putting his hands on referee Alexandre Castro. Alex was brought on for Jeremy Menez to shore up the defence soon after. But in the end, it was he who saved the share of the spoils late on at the other end. 1-1 the final score. Marseille had early in the weekend hosting Bastia, knowing that a win would deny PSG the chance to wrap up the title against Valenciennes. It took just 12 minutes for them to open the scoring against the relegation battlers, André-Pierre GIGNAC finishing with aplomb. Bastia hit back 2 minutes after half-time though. Florian THAUVIN came forward and unleashed that thumping strike past Steve Mandanda. Marseille though kept battling for the win at the Velodrome and were finally rewarded on 81 minutes when GIGNAC grabbed his second of the game and 13th of the season. 2-1 the final score. Bafétimbi Gomes started Lyon's game at Nancy from the bench on Sunday. He came on at half-time for Lisandro Lopez and took just 2 minutes to break the deadlock. Lyon doubled their advantage soon after. Good work on the right-hand side from Guido Fofana, and Clément Grenier set up Johan Gourcuff, and he thumped home his second goal in as many weeks after scoring in the Rome derby draw with Saint-Etienne. Gomis then left the best till last. A perfect combination of power and poise saw him grab his 16th goal of the season, and Remy Gard's side ran out 3-0 winners. Saint-Etienne opened week 35 at home to Bordeaux, looking to keep up their undefeated start to 2013 in the league. Jossa Guilavogui played in Romain Hamouba there, but he failed to test Cedric Carousel. Julien Faubert tried his luck for Bordeaux at the other end, but both teams were then frustrated in a goalless draw. Toulouse took 20 minutes to open the scoring against Lille. Adil Armach's shot caught out goalkeeper Steve Alana, and Wissam Ben Yedder was on hand to tap in his 13th goal of the campaign. 12 minutes later it was 2-0. This time it was captain Etienne Didot who fired home after being teed up by the other Etienne in the TFC midfield, Capu. Lille pulled one back before the interval when Montenegrin centre-back Marco Basha ghosted in unmarked to nod home his 5th goal of the season. And 5 minutes after half-time, Lille were back on level terms. Salomon Kalou controlling well before grabbing his 9th Ligue 1 goal since the turn of the year. Toulouse simply would not lie down though, and less than 10 minutes later they were again in front. This time Ben Yedder went from taker to maker, and Daniel Bratton fired home. Toulouse added a flattering gloss to the scoreline in the last minute. Lacklustre defending from Lille punished when Bratton squared for Edin Ben Bassett. 4-2 the final score. Nancy hadn't won at Rennes since way back in 1990, but on this particular visit to Brittany they were keen to end that undesirable record. Dario Svitinic made it 1-0 in 52 minutes against the 10-man hosts. The Argentine then doubled his tally from the penalty spot. Benoit Costil going the wrong way. Svitinic with his 17th goal of the season. And Nice left the best till last. Alexis Bassetti crossed for Eric Botiak. He still had a lot to do, but my, how he did it. This is 8th goal of the season, and Nice won 3-0. Sochaux hosted Lorient, looking over their shoulder at the relegation battle raging just below them. Sloan Puyva allowed them to breathe easy after half an hour, firing home his 7th goal of the season. That was enough for a 1-0 win. Sochaux finished the weekend 3 points and 2 places better off than Evian in the 3rd and final relegation place. René Girard will leave outgoing champions Montpellier at the end of the season, but he wants to go out with a bang. Up against Ligue 1 basement dwellers Brest on Saturday, it took only 10 minutes for Marco Estrada to put them one up after a heavy deflection. Brest may be the Ligue 1 basement dwellers, but they found themselves back on level terms less than 10 minutes later, and Florian RASPENTINO fired home. Set to return to Marseille at the end of the season, he will be missed by Brest. But Montpellier grabbed all 3 points when Souleymane Kamara's penalty gave them a 2-1 win. Neither Reims nor Ajaccio were yet mathematically safe when they faced off at Stade Auguste Delorme. It was the visitors who took the lead though. Adrian Mutu may not have outscored Zlatan Ibrahimovic as promised this season. That was though still his 11th of the campaign. Ajaccio would only enjoy their lead for 12 minutes though. Issa Mondi heading home his first goal since October. Guillermo Ochoa let down by his defence. It ended 1-1. Troyes have been guilty of playing attractive football without winning all too often this season. He got away with it up against fellow strugglers Evian though. Well-known PSG man Jean-Christophe back capped off a wonderful team move to give Jean-Marc Foulan's men a glimmer of hope with a 1-0 win. So a goal-filled week 35 in France with 27 goals in the 10 games this weekend. PSG denied the chance to claim a first Ligue 1 title since 1994 with Marseille's 2-1 win at Bastia. PSG are though still top of the pile. They're on 74 points, that's 7 clear of Marseille. Anyone from 6th place Lille can still qualify for the Champions League places, though Lyon are the favourites to join PSG and Marseille after their win over Nancy. I'll look at the other end then. Brest are all but mathematically relegated if they lose their next game against Sochaux on Saturday. Even Bastia up in 13th can still technically get sucked in, with 9 points still left to play for. So a look ahead to week 36. If Marseille slip up against Toulouse next Saturday, then PSG can win the title at Lyon on Sunday. Nice will look to keep their Champions League dream alive and pour water on Evian's survival hopes in the process earlier in the day.